Well, gang, after spending the last 2 years cross-eyed in front of a computer, Book 2 of the Red Delta Project is now available on Amazon. It's available in Kindle, and it's also in this unique analog wood pulp interface. It's amazing. It's so thin. How do they cut it so well? Technology. So Smart Bodyweight Training is the title of the latest book for the RDP. And I know what you're probably thinking. It's like, Matt, does the world really need a new book on how to do push-ups and basic calisthenics? Don't we already have a ton of books out there that do the same thing? And I completely agree. So when I started writing this thing a couple of years ago, I had no intention of just rehashing the same old information that is in every other book. Instead, this is not a book about bodyweight training. This is a book about training principles that will potentially improve every workout and every exercise you do for the rest of your life. We're just using bodyweight training as the tool in how we can learn to apply those principles. In fact, with this book, the whole point of this book is to help you accomplish 3 different goals. One is to burn fat, one is to build muscle, and the other one is to improve your functional ability. So sports function, lifestyle function, anything that has to do with I want my body to work better, that's the other thing. Because truth be told, your effectiveness of your workout doesn't come from the routine you follow, or the exercises you practice, or the supplements you take, or even the equipment that you use. That stuff is great, and it is important, but those things in and of themselves do not directly tell your body to get stronger, leaner, or improve your performance. And those 3 chapters detail what exactly does, so that when you bring those elements to the equipment and to the exercises and to the routine, everything becomes a hell of a lot more effective. Chapter 5 is my promised table of progressive elements. This is the heart of the book right here, because usually bodyweight training books give you step-by-step methods, or they say this is how you progress. But the reality is calisthenics is kind of like one of those role-playing games like Grand Theft Auto or Final Fantasy. It's not a straight point A to point B deal. There's a lot of ways that you can go about progression, and everybody's going to be a little bit different. So instead of laying out a specific system, which would just be a blind guess if it was best for you, I give you these 9 elements. These 9 elements you can apply to any exercise, particularly with bodyweight training, and they give you the freedom and flexibility to endlessly customize any workout and any exercise to be a perfect fit for you. Chapter 6 is new and improved on chain training. Chain training was an ebook that I came out with a couple of years ago, and it changed the way a lot of people think and perceive how their body works with exercise. It was a good idea, but I didn't do a very good job of explaining it in that ebook. So instead, I rewrote the whole thing, retooled the whole thing, and instead of releasing it as a separate book, it's chapter 6 in the book Smart Bodyweight Training, which is a heck of a lot better than the one that I originally put out. The following 6 chapters after that detail the exact exercises that I often endorse and recommend. They're by no means a complete set. I mean, at first this book was well over 600 pages because I tried to include everything I could think of in there, but it's just too big to do that. So instead, I whittled them down to these 6 individual chapters on how you work your push chain, your pull chain, your squat chain, your flexion chain, extension chain, and your lateral chain to complete holistic conditioning around your entire body without leaving any weak links. And the final 4 chapters that I included are information that I just never find in bodyweight training books that I thought really needed to be included in something like this. So I have a chapter on weighted calisthenics, the pros, the cons, the do's and do nots, and how you can use it in a smart way. I included an extensive chapter on calisthenics cardio. Not a lot has been said about calisthenics applied in a conditioning and cardio standpoint, and that really deserves its own book, but I wanted to include at least a single chapter to get the wheels turning and help break you out of the mold and thinking that you have to do cardio in order to be healthy or to lose weight or improve performance, and how you can use it in a smart way. Plus, you don't have to sit on a treadmill and mindlessly watch the numbers tick down on the clock ever again. Chapter 15 is probably one of the most important chapters in the whole book. Instead of giving you cookie cutter type workout routines where I'm just basically guessing on what is best for you, I give you the exact specific tools and methods that I use to program workouts for all of my clients. It's endlessly customizable, it's endlessly flexible, and it gives you the ability to dial in your routine to be exactly what you need without any wasted effort or exercises that are just bloating out your workout and wasting all of your time and energy. Chapter 16 was patterned after one of my most successful YouTube videos, which is Diet and Calisthenics. Basic principles of healthy eating applied towards the exercise enthusiast, especially for the calisthenics practitioner. And there's no dogmatic theories about there, just like the rest of the book. It's endlessly customizable, very flexible plans and approaches that you can use for tailoring exactly what you need so that you eat enough, but not too much, that you stay satisfied, and you avoid all of the pesky cravings and dogmatic theories about what you're supposed to do with eating, which probably aren't going to be a good fit for you in the long run. And then at the very back of the book, I included a very special bonus chapter that, well, let's just say it's something that I've been meaning to write for a very long time and collect a lot of information that I've been putting out there for years, but it's never been in one chunk like this before. And, well, I'll just leave that for a little bit of a surprise for you. So there you have it, Smart Bodyweight Training, Book 2 of the Red Delta Project, available on Amazon, Kindle, paperback version. I also arrange it so that if you pick up the paperback version, you can download the Kindle version in addition to that for free. Let me know if you have any questions and comments down below. Be fit, live free.